Yes, we are back once more on YouTube. We are live in the garden. The sun is out. Everything is quite nice. And I hope that is the way it will stay. Here we are again. Yes, it is. English Addict. Out. In the fresh air. I hope you are feeling good today. Yes, we are live from the birthplace of the English language, which just happens to be England. Just to prove that we are live, yes, hello there. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope you are happy today. You might be able to hear the pigeons. The pigeons behind me are feeling very happy today. I hope you are as happy as a pigeon. I really do. Here we are again. Yes, it is English Addict on a Sunday. I am underneath my little gazebo in the garden, because today the weather is a little bit strange, very changeable. Sometimes there is rain, sometimes there is sun. So today the weather really can't make up its mind what it's doing, unfortunately. Anyway, we are here and I hope you are feeling good today. Oh, there you are. I can see you already on the live chat. Nice to see you here today. Wow, so many of you are already joining me. Hello to everyone. My name is Mr. Duncan. Some people call me Duncan. In fact, you can call me anything you want. It doesn't really matter. And I teach English. I talk about the English language. Quite often I will discuss other topics as well. Other things that may or may not be of interest to you. So we do all sorts of things here. I think it would be fair to say that I am not your typical English teacher. I like to do things a little bit different, if I was honest. Yes, and that's the reason why I'm outside at the moment in the garden, surrounded by wildlife. We will be taking a look at some of the wildlife that exists here in my garden later on, besides other things as well. And yes, he is back today. Mr. Steve will be joining us later on in around about 40 minutes from now. 40 minutes. So we have arranged it. Not like last week. If you remember last week, I don't know what happened last week. Steve was supposed to be here at past, but he didn't appear. So today I have given Steve an extra 15 minutes to play around on his own. I have no idea what he does when I'm doing this. I sometimes wonder what he's actually doing. In fact, today I know what he's doing. He is in the garden doing some repairs on one of the garden walls. I'm sure he will tell us all about it later on. I bet he will be here talking all about what he's been up to. So I'm in the garden. We have sunshine. We have a little bit of wind. We also have rain. So everywhere is a little wet at the moment, for which I apologise. If things look a little bit weird, I am undercover at the moment. Under my little gazebo. Anyway, that won't change anything. I am here on Sunday and of course Wednesday and Friday as well. You can always catch me here live on YouTube. I am here Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, and the time is always the same. 2 p.m. UK time is when I am with you. So there is no excuse. Yes, we have made it all the way to the end of the weekend. I hope you've had a good weekend. It's been a strange weekend here in England because we are now having to adjust. We are adjusting to a new way of living. I did mention this last week. We are now having to wear our face masks outside wherever we go. Except here, of course, because I'm in the garden and I'm on my own, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, it's Sunday. It is Sunday. It's a fun day. It's time to improve your English. Yes, it is. We are all here because we love the English language. You might even say that we are English addicts. Welcome to today's live stream. The live chat is also busy. Don't forget, a lot of people forget that you can actually talk live here. So that is amazing. I love the fact that you are able to actually join in live with the stream. It's amazing. I love technology. The one thing I don't love is my voice. I don't know what's happening today. I've come out here and already my throat is starting to hurt because of the silly hay fever. Now, normally we don't get hay fever when it rains, but this year, I don't know why, it's been very different. Very different. Hello. There are some greenfinches behind me saying hello. You might hear the occasional bird fly by and make a pleasant sound during today's live stream. Hopefully that will be the only sound we hear today, unlike last week. We have a lot of birds flying around the garden. I'm going to show you some of the birds a little bit later on as well. We will have a look at some of the birds. Ooh. Ooh. Sometimes only a drink of water will do, and that was one of those moments. Oh, hello Mary Glau, or Noza. Hello Mary, guess what? You are first on today's live chat. Hip hip hooray! Mary is first today. I hope you are feeling good wherever you are in the world. Beatrice is here. Welcome back, Beatrice. Nice to see you here as well. Also, Olga. Hello, Olga. I don't know why, but it seems as if it's a very long time since I said hello. I haven't seen you for a while. Or at least it feels like it, anyway. We also have Rosa Flower Espoir is here as well. Jarvis. Hello, Jarvis Nguyen. Watching as well. I think you might be in Vietnam. I think so. Rosa, we also have Sujin. Hello, Sujin. Also, Anna Kobe, Thomas, Luis Mendez is here today, saying hi to everyone, wherever you may be. Hello, Luis. Nice to see you back. Also, Khaled and, oh, Pedro Belmont. Hello, Pedro Belmont. I think the pigeons are attacking me. I think so. Did you see that? I'm sure that pigeon was trying to attack me then. What is going on? The pigeons. The pigeons are going crazy at the moment. I will tell you why. It is a little bit rude, but the pigeons at the moment are all very excited because now we are at the peak of summer, you see. So all of the pigeons, those that haven't mated, are now desperately trying to find someone to raise some baby pigeons with. Isn't that lovely? So they have become a little bit excited. It's rather like being in the nightclub. Have you ever been to a nightclub? And you go there, you hope that maybe you will meet someone. However, towards the end of the night, as the nightclub is preparing to close, everyone gets a little bit desperate. We start looking around. Is there someone here? Oh no, I only have another 20 minutes and then the nightclub is closed. Oh no, I have to find someone to say hello to. So that is what is happening now here in my garden with the pigeons. So the pigeons are all very excited. They want to get together with someone else, but they're looking for someone. So it is a little bit like the last half an hour of a nightclub before it closes. Everyone is getting a little bit desperate. They are looking, they are searching, they are trying to find someone to build a nest with. That's what's happening now in my garden. Hello, Haklau. Hello to you as well. I think you are also in Vietnam. I think so. Also, Kawa Bean. Hello to you. How have you been? Also, we have Irene. Also, Palmyra is here. Nguyen Van Heep. I have been waiting to watch your live stream for a while. I had some messages yesterday asking, Mr. Duncan, where are you? Now, don't forget, on Saturday, I like to have a rest. I have to have one day each week where I can actually relax and rest. And Saturday, at the moment, is my rest day. So for those who were wondering where I was yesterday, I was not on yesterday. I don't do Saturdays. So that's my routine at the moment. So you can catch me every day except Saturday during July. Oh, and this is the final week of July. The final full week of July, yes. July will soon be saying goodbye, and we will be saying a big robust hello to August. And of course, next month, August, will also be my birthday as well next month. Oh, and guess what? We are actually going to do a live stream next month on my birthday. I will be here with you on my birthday. Anyway, enough of that, because we are a long way from the 12th of August. It is still a long way away. Hello, Jayendra Bhatta, who says, I am watching in Nepal, and this is the first time to join your great live stream. Hello, Jayendra, and welcome, and a big hello to you in Nepal. Nice to see you here. It is always nice to welcome a new viewer. So I hope you will relax. I hope you will enjoy all of this. I like to think that we are like a big family coming together for a reunion on Sunday. Isn't that nice? Hello, Catherine. Hello to you as well. Also, we have Amin. Hello, Amin. Welcome as well. Nice to see you here. Wow, we have a very busy live stream already. I can see lots of people already joining. Today, we are doing quite a few things today. We have the sentence game coming today. Yes, we will be playing the sentence game using the letter D. So today we are using the letter D. D for Duncan. D for dynamic. Ooh. D for dashing. Dashing. Oh, I am like your handsome prince. I've come to break the spell. D for delicious. Like a big fresh crumpet covered with butter and jam. D. So that is today's sentence game. We are playing the sentence game today. Also, we'll be looking at some idioms connected to a certain part of your body. Mr. Duncan, we are very interested to find out what part of the body you will be looking at closely. Well, if you've seen the thumbnail, you will know. You will know already. Also, some strange words, if we have time. I will try to have a look at some strange words as well. As I mentioned, also, we have Mr. Steve coming on to the live stream. I don't know what he's doing at the moment. I have a feeling he's doing some work in the garden just behind me. So if you hear some strange sounds, or maybe some strange screams, that will be Mr. Steve injuring himself, probably. We also have, oh, hello to Mikkel. Mikkel is here. Oh, by the way, can I say a big thank you? I have a special thank you to make right now. Yes, thank you very much to Edda Maria Tonon. Thank you very much for your kind donation that I received yesterday afternoon. I was notified that I was receiving a lovely donation. Thank you very much, Edda Maria Tonon. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And don't forget, if you want to make a donation, you can. You can make a small donation or a super duper big one. If you want to make a big one, then feel free. Don't hold back. Don't stop yourself. Thank you once again, Edda Maria Tonon, for your kind donation. And yes, you are more than welcome to make a donation. Don't forget, everything I do for free. So all of my time is given for free, including this. Even this is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Isn't it amazing? It's free. You can sit. You can watch all of my recorded lessons as many times as you want. I'm in the garden today. You might notice the sun is now out. The sun is now shining. You can see it shining on my hand. So yes, we do have some sunshine at the moment. However, that can all change at any moment. The weather is very strange. Yesterday, would you like to have a look at the weather yesterday? This was the view from my studio window yesterday. Oh dear. So that was the view yesterday from my window. We had some of the most ferocious storms, some really wild storms yesterday. Lots of lightning, lots of thunder, and incredibly heavy rain. And it went on for ages. So there was the view yesterday. Lots of black clouds were hanging over the house. However, today things are looking a little bit, they are looking a little bit better. Slightly better today, which is lovely. Mohammed Ahmed, hello. Today there are feet idiom, and I think it is a very good lesson today. Well, don't judge me until the end. Although you are more than welcome to give me a lovely like. If you want to give me a like, don't forget, you can. You can give me a lovely like, a thumbs up, and also you can subscribe as well if you want. Don't hold back. Subscribe, like. Also, you can write to me as well. If you want to send me an email, a lot of people asking about my email address. Also, I have a Facebook page, and once more, I will show you the address for your donations. It's easy. All you have to do is type and click. I feel as if I really need my water today. I need to drink as much water as possible today, I have a feeling. Don't forget, of course, I should also mention that you can have live captions as well. Press C, like that. There it is. Press C on your keyboard. Just press C. You don't have to enter it. You don't have to enter it on the live chat. Just press C and captions will appear as if by magic. I love it. I really do. Can't be bad, as we say. So Steve will be coming up later on. Oh, by the way, as I mentioned earlier, we have to now wear our face masks if we go out. I'm not very good at this, by the way. I will try. I will try to put my face mask on. There we go. I don't think that's right. That does not feel right. I don't know why. Come on, Mr. Duncan, you can do it. You're a professional. So there you go. I'm wearing my face mask, but I have a horrible feeling I'm wearing it upside down. That doesn't feel right. So we've been told in the UK that we now have to wear our face masks if we go shopping, or in fact if we go anywhere we have to wear our face masks. There are some interesting words that you can use, of course. If you have to do something, we can say that it is mandatory. Mandatory. So if something is mandatory, it means you must do it. You must do that thing. It is mandatory. It is something that you have to do. You are required to do it. Obligatory is another word. Let me take this off. Oh my goodness. it feels like I'm being suffocated. I'm not a big fan of wearing masks, but at the moment it is mandatory. If you go to a shop, or maybe if you are sitting on a train and you are near lots of other people, they have decided that it is mandatory, obligatory, compulsory, required, needed. So all of those things mean that there is something that you must do. You are required to do it. You must do that thing. Mandatory. So there is a word that is being used quite a lot at the moment. A lot of people are using that particular word. Mandatory, obligatory, compulsory. Something is required or needed. A thing you must do. And of course we have the opposite as well. Discretionary. Something that is discretionary is your choice. So if you feel that you need to do something, you will. However, there is a lot of confusion at the moment here concerning face masks, because some people don't want to wear them. They feel that they cover their faces too much. They feel as if they are being trapped behind the mask. So that it is very debatable at the moment. But the government have said that they want to make it mandatory to wear a face mask in the supermarket or in the shop if you are somewhere where there are many people together. I will give you the words again. Mandatory, obligatory, compulsory, required. Something is needed, and the opposite is discretionary. Discretionary, which means you have a choice whether you do it or not. So I hope that helps you. Some interesting words today coming up. We have a lot of words, some new words, some strange words. We also have the sentence game as well. And in around about 10 minutes, hopefully, I really do hope he will be here. We are supposed to have Mr. Steve here in around about 10 minutes from now. So don't go away. It's English Addict. It is the place for you to improve your listening skills on a Sunday afternoon. Yes, and we are live normally every 2 hours. So 2 hours every Sunday we are live right here on YouTube. So now there is no excuse for not knowing. Once again, the live chat very busy. Andy Starr. Hello, Andy. Hello also Tuan Yuin's son. Hello to you as well. Very nice to see you here on the live stream today. Valentina. Fatih. Hello. Fatih. Discretionary. Well, discretionary means something that is your choice. If you feel that you want to do something or you need it, you can do it. It is your discretion. You can do it. You can make your own choice about that. Apparently, yes, the situation is always changing. For example, people now returning from Spain. So if you are on your holiday in Spain and you've travelled from the UK, if you return to the UK after your holiday, you must now go into quarantine for 14 days. So this is something that was announced yesterday. The government here have decided that you must now go into quarantine if you come back from Spain. A lot of people not very happy with that decision. Can you imagine it? So there you are, you have your lovely holiday for 2 weeks. You go into the sunshine, you sit on the beach, you have lots of lovely food, and then when you get back home, you have to lock yourself away in quarantine. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Lewis says, Mr. Duncan, when you wear your face mask, you look like a bank robber. Well, that's the interesting thing. That's another interesting thing, isn't it? Identity. So maybe if you are walking around and perhaps you go into the bank and you're wearing your mask, how will you know who the robbers are? You won't, because everyone will be wearing masks, you see? So how will you know who the robbers are? Who is about to rob your bank? You won't know because everyone will be wearing masks. And it will be very hard to identify them. Hello, Jade. Welcome, Jade. I am in the garden today. Nguyen Van Heep says, the pandemic returned to Vietnam and I'm crying. Has it really? Well, we are having the same situation here where in certain parts of England there are lockdowns and some people have been affected. Once again, some areas. So yes, we have a very similar situation here. Collod. Hello, Collod. Mr. Duncan, I'm watching you whilst doing the ironing. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like doing the ironing. If you are a regular viewer, you will know that I don't like doing the ironing. I always think ironing is a waste of time. However, I think for women, because women's clothing is often made of more material. Does that make sense? Trousers. Men wear trousers. They are very easy to keep smooth and uncreased. However, if you are wearing a lovely dress or a frock, something that uses a lot of material, I would imagine that you do have to iron that clothing. Not that I know. I don't know, you see, because I've never ironed women's clothing ever in my life. Never done it. Never tried it. Maybe one day. Marcia, hello from Brazil. Nice to see you here, and a big hello to everyone watching in Brazil at the moment. Corey says, I was very exhausted yesterday, because, especially my legs, because of the heat. Oh, I see. Where were you going? Were you having a walk? Were you going somewhere nice for the day yesterday? Inaki. Hello, Inaki. If you are travelling in your own car, is it also mandatory? No. If you are in your car, then you don't have to wear your mask. However, if you are a taxi driver, so if you are driving a taxi, you have to put your mask on. And also if you are a passenger, so if you are in the taxi, taking a taxi to a certain place, you will also have to wear a face mask. So if you are in a taxi cab, yes, and also the taxi driver must wear a face mask also. He must also. Hello, Nid Hirave. Hello to you. Are the fruit edible behind you? Yes, there are some apples. Can you see the apples? This year, the apple tree has produced many apples this year. I don't know why, but this apple tree has gone crazy. It really has. I don't know why. But yes, the apple tree has produced a lot of apples this year. A lot of apples. Hello, the Optimist. Hello, Optimist. I love your name, by the way, because you are an optimist. An optimistic person. They always look on the bright side. They always have a smile on their face. They always look forward to tomorrow, and they always believe that tomorrow will be a good day. So I like that. I like optimistic people. Hello, also we have Mosen. Hello, Mosen. And also Zuzika. Hello, Zuzika as well. So nice to see you all here today. I'm hoping Mr. Steve will be with us in a few moments. In around about 7 minutes, Mr. Steve will be standing right here. Meanwhile, I think before Steve comes, I think we will have a look at a couple of strange words. Would you like to have a look at some strange words whilst we are waiting for Mr. Steve to arrive? So here are some strange English words. We have more strange English words. Don't forget, every week I always show you some unusual, strange, weird English words. So let's have a look at one right now. So maybe some of these words you've heard before, maybe some of these words you are familiar with. So the first word we are looking at, a very an interesting word, an unusual word, is allegory. An allegory. Have you ever heard of allegory? An allegory is a story, fable, tale. So a story, quite often with some sort of message or meaning. So we often use allegory to describe a story, a tale, fable. I like that word as well. So even that word is unusual. Fable. An allegory. Quite often people think of stories, biblical stories, you might describe as allegories. So they are conveying some sort of meaning. So not only do they tell a story, they are also conveying some sort of message. An allegory. You are using a story to represent a certain situation, or maybe a certain meaning of something. Allegory. Tomek, yes. Tomek, you are right. When we talk about allegories, they are normally stories with some sort of message or meaning. Sandra, hello Sandra. I have read the book Animal Farm, and it is also an allegory. Yes, you are right. So Animal Farm concerns farmyard animals all living together. However, you might also say that it is an allegory of human behaviour as well. Something I notice here, you see, because we are surrounded by animals here in Much Wenlock, and it's quite interesting. If you watch the animals, you will see there are many similarities in the behaviour of birds or other animals, the way they behave towards each other, their needs, their greed, their ways of living. So yes, Animal Farm is a very interesting story, quite violent and quite unpleasant, very similar to many of George Orwell's stories, I think so. Allegory. Here's another one. We are looking at some strange English words until Mr. Steve arrives. He will be with us in around 5 minutes. Prestigious. Ooh, I like this word. A very interesting word. Something that is prestigious. How would you describe that word? If you are prestigious, or if something is prestigious, you are saying that it is important, something that is celebrated or esteemed. So the word is prestigious. You might go to a prestigious meal or a prestigious meeting. You might meet some prestigious people. So important, prominent, celebrated, or maybe someone with high status as well. So if a person has high status, they are prestigious. You might give an award to someone. You might present an award to another person. So you give them a prestigious award, something that is esteemed, highly regarded, something that is prestigious. I like that word. I love the way it comes from your mouth. Prestigious. We attended a prestigious ceremony, and I was given an important award or a special award, something that is prestigious. I like that word. I like it a lot. Shall we have a look at another word? Oh, I like this one as well. Now, this word is a little bit negative. It's a little negative, this word. But don't worry about it. Naysayer. Have you ever heard of this word? Naysayer. I don't know what's going on behind me, but someone is doing a very terrible job of trying to stay invisible. Steve, everyone can see you. Naysayer. This is more distracting than last week. A naysayer. Have you ever heard of the word naysayer? If someone... Steve, that might be the worst attempt to stay hidden ever. A person who is a naysayer is a person who might be cynical, a cynical person. They always look on the negative side of things. They always look on the downside or the bleak side, or maybe they don't want to get involved in things. They often have a negative attitude, a naysayer. I suppose another word would be pessimist. Ooh, I like that word, pessimist. So a person who is a pessimist always looks on the dark side or the gloomy side. They are always pessimistic. They might be described as a naysayer. And of course the word nay, you might notice there, that is very interesting. The word nay is an old word that means no. Nay. So nay is another way of saying no. You are giving a negative response to something. a naysayer. We are coming up to 2:45 here in the UK. I don't know what time it is where you are because I'm not there, you see. We might have a look at some more strange words later on. We will see if we have time. But right now, are you ready? As promised, as I promised earlier, he's on his way in a few moments. Prepare to give a lovely round of applause. Mr. Steve is about to appear on your screens. Oh, come on, Mr. Steve. Get it together, Mr. Steve. Well, Mr. Steve is just adjusting himself. Steve is adjusting himself.
Oh, I've just arrived.
You can come over a bit more, Steve.
Come over a bit more.
That's
yes.
it. So if you look in front of you, that is us. That is
hello,
us.
hello, everybody.
Would you like a round of applause?
Yes, I would. Thank you very much, Mr. Duncan. It's lovely to be here again on this lovely sunny summer's day.
It's a sunny summer's day, even though it wasn't sunny earlier. It was peeing down with rain.
Yes, and we're expecting more showers this afternoon. You know, I wasn't expecting you to be this way round.
Oh, okay.
Today.
I can turn the other way if you want. Is that better?
Yes. I think everybody thinks that's a lot better. Well, Mr. Duncan, what I meant was that usually the view, you've got the camera the other way round, and I can sneak up on you from the side and no one can see me. So I was a bit thrown today.
All I can say is you are terrible at hiding yourself. We could see you. We could see you crawling past the
That wasn't me. That wasn't me, Mr. Duncan.
It was you.
No, it was my assistant.
Your assistant?
My assistant, yes.
I can't imagine anyone ever wanting to work for you. Trust me.
I would like a personal assistant, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Personal assistant, someone to take care of all my affairs, my shopping, work, washing clothes, ironing, that sort of thing.
That sounds more like a slave.
I just want to click my finger, and along comes my assistant. Do this, do that, on your way.
That does not sound like an assistant. That sounds like slavery to me.
I'd pay them very well.
Yes.
So, yes. And they'd be willing because it's me, you know.
Yeah. I don't think that is a perk.
I'm joking. I thought you were my assistant, Mr. Duncan.
I don't think so. When I was in China, by the way, I had a PA.
Really?
Can you... Yes. Well, you know I did.
I don't know that. Didn't know that, Mr. Duncan. I've forgotten.
Remember that lovely girl that we kept meeting? She was actually my personal assistant.
Ah.
So I had Mabel, and I also had my own driver as well, Mr. Jiao. So during the school term, I would have my own driver, so I could phone Mr. Jiao, and he would come and take me somewhere or collect me if I needed to come back from somewhere. Isn't that great?
Wow.
I was like the Queen. I was like the Queen of China when I was living in China.
Well, let's say the king.
Yes.
Let's say the king rather than the queen.
I know what I'm saying, and I know I'm right.
I think everybody else does as well.
Oh, that's very nice. So what were you doing earlier? I could hear some strange noises, some
clanking noises. I'll give you a clue. Shall I give you a clue? What
Okay,
I was
then.
doing earlier on. There's the insects all out here, Mr. Duncan.
Yes. Well, we are outside.
Well, here's a clue. Here is a clue.
This looks like a weapon. It looks like something. You could do a lot of damage with this.
Well, you could, but that's not what I was using it for, Mr. Duncan.
I'm doing my Psycho impression. Wait there.
Nobody over the age of 30 will know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? There's been 2 remakes of
Oh, really? Okay.
There's been 2 remakes of Psycho. Psycho is a brilliant movie.
I'm not talking about Psycho.
I don't like having that right in front of that, to be honest. Let me just... If there's one thing I've noticed about Mr. Steve over the years, I know he's very clumsy.
Mr. Duncan, You're the clumsy one
No,
with your
you are.
shaking hand.
No, you with your big banana fingers.
Yes, I can grip anything. I can crush things with my hands.
Anyway, what have you been doing? Please tell us.
It's a trowel. This is a trowel.
Trowel.
A pointing trowel.
Let me just explain the words before you run off.
Trowel.
Trowel.
There we go.
Yes, it's interesting. Quite often used in building work. So when you are doing building or construction, you will often use that to pick up and spread cement or perhaps mortar,
Here's another clue.
which is what you've been doing.
Here's another clue. Oh, you've just given it all away, Mr. Duncan. I was giving people clues.
Okay then.
That's another device that I've been using today. It's called a hawk.
Hawk.
A hawk.
What, like the bird?
There we go. H-A. Well, it is spelt the same.
Oh,
It's
yes.
an aluminium hawk.
There it is. It actually has the same spelling.
Yes.
RAM. I like the name of the company, RAM. That's a really strong, powerful name. That's a great name. I might change my name to Ram, Mr. Ram. I'm strong and powerful. It's a 12-inch aluminium hawk.
12-inch, yes.
Hawk.
I like 12 inches. It's just the right size for a hawk.
See, I always thought this was called a mortarboard.
Well, I think there is a difference.
Is there?
Yes.
How?
I don't know because I am not a builder.
Do
All
you-
I know is that is called a hawk.
Because when you graduate from university, you put one of these on your head. You put one of these on your head. I've
Yes.
seen it.
Yes, well, they may be similar, but we're not going into that, Mr. Duncan.
Mortarboard.
Look, he takes over, doesn't he? Just because it's his show. Well, anyway, yes, I had mortar on there, and I was repointing a wall.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing, repointing. And you use this to put the mortar on, and you push it in to the gaps, and then you put it up against the gaps, and then you push it in off the like that
So you introduce the mortar
Yes.
into the gap.
into the gap
So
from
you-
this. Because without this, if you just take it out of the container, it all falls out as you're doing it. Whereas this way, it stops it all falling onto the ground.
That's great.
So your losses are less.
So this is Mr. Steve's hawk.
That's my hawk.
Maybe-
And that's my trowel.
Maybe next week we can have a real hawk on the show, and then we can get the hawk to sit on top of Mr. Steve's hawk. So then we will have a hawk sitting on a hawk.
Just one of my many talents. I've been repointing a wall today, Mr. Duncan. You know, it's just easy for me.
Is it
Turn my hand to anything.
yes? Is it true that you are entering a talent contest?
Well, let's not talk about that.
Oh,
Let's not talk about that because I'm not sure that we should.
okay. That's all I was going to say. But is it true?
The answer's yes.
Ah, there we go.
But,
Yes, that's
we
it.
won't say
No,
any
it's all right.
details.
It's all right. I don't need any more details. I'm not going to cross-examine you. I'm not going to sit you down and talk to you like Prince Andrew.
Pardon?
I'm not going to grill you in the same way. Don't worry. I'm not going to question you. Nothing like that about your talent show that Mr. Steve is preparing to take part in a talent show. I will. It is not Britain's Got Talent. It is not the X Factor. So it's lower down than that, but it's still something that I think is very important. So Steve is taking part in a talent show.
I'll win, obviously. But,
Yes.
you know, the trouble is I didn't really want to enter because, you know, my standard being so high, I didn't want to embarrass the other entrants. But, I just thought, what the hell?
Are you going to do it?
Yes, definitely.
In ladies' clothing.
No.
No, okay,
I'm
then.
not.
Yes.
How do you spell trowel?
Trowel.
There we go.
I can actually write it. I can write it on here.
T-R-O-W.
Oh. There you go.
O-W-E-L.
Yeah, there it is. Trowel. And now it's on the live chat. I've just typed it on the live chat. Isn't it great? So I love this technology. Isn't technology amazing? I think it is.
Jade says, are you a bricklayer?
A bricklayer.
No, I'm not. I've never done any bricklaying.
No.
But
It's very painful.
you can develop these skills. Everyone can do, I think, a bit of everything. It's are you going to be any good at it? I mean, everybody could do a bit of bricklaying,
Yeah.
couldn't they, if you wanted to? But to be a professional, to be able to put, 20 bricks a minute up or whatever they do and make it all nice and neat, that would be a real skill.
Is laying a brick the same as laying an egg? That could be very painful.
Well, no, that is different. So yes, there we go. No, I'm not a bricklayer, and Nidharave is eating and watching.
At the same
There's
time.
always somebody every week saying that they're eating and watching us at the same time. That's fine. That's fine. We don't demand 100% concentration as long as you can hear us.
It's just as well.
Yes. Because in 2 hours, people are going to get hungry, aren't they?
And there are three things that happen to people who watch my live streams. They get hungry, they get thirsty, or they get tired and fall asleep.
And I'll probably do all three.
Yes.
I
I think you're doing them now.
Nisa, a mason, which is a mason is somebody who works with stone.
Yes. So
Uh,
maybe they...
So they could be like putting up a cathedral using stone, actual natural stone, chipping it into shape, and then making a building with it.
Yes.
So that's a real skill, being a mason. I would imagine they do mortaring as well.
Yes.
At the same time.
It's also a secret organisation where people get together and they have secret handshakes like this. They go, "Oh, hello. Hello, are you a mason?" "Yes, I'm a mason as well." "So, have you laid any bricks today?" "No, I haven't, but I might be able to get you a good deal on some contracts." So some people believe the Masons are like a secret organisation.
I think they are.
I don't really believe that they are sort of powerful or doing anything that they shouldn't. I mean, there are lots of groups, aren't there, around. People meet together. They want to spend a bit of time together. Yes, they might get naked now and again, but yes, it's all good, clean fun.
Well, the Masons is an organisation. I presume it's still going. You don't hear much about them anymore. It is sort of secret, but
So-
you can't just. You have to be invited
Yes.
to join. It's an organisation of, let's say, because you have to be invited. They
Okay.
only want certain types of people.
Certain types.
Yes, they want people who are intelligent. They want business leaders, powerful people with money and influence.
Okay.
And they form this little group together. And then one day you might have done something really good in your life. You might own a business that's done very well. And then you might get asked secretly, would you like to come and join our organisation, the Masons?
The Masons.
These come along to this dark building.
Dark.
And they probably have candles, don't they? And
Do they?
I think you have to have like a ceremony when you join.
Are they naked?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. That's I'm not
Well,
interested.
my father was asked to join,
Really?
and of course, you're not supposed to reveal to anyone that you're in this organisation.
Don't you
I presume
have
it's still going.
Don't you have a secret tattoo or a ring on your finger or something like that?
I think you have secret sort of signs.
Yes, that was a secret handshake. You do. Oh, hello, hello. Boop, 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 boop. Choo, 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 choo.
Wouldn't be that obvious, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, okay.
But yes, my father was asked to join because he was very intelligent, my father. I've obviously taken after him. But he didn't tell me much about it because you're not supposed to mention it. I
Okay.
think he got bored with it.
Really? It doesn't sound very exciting.
You never get tired, Mr. Duncan.
I never get tired,
Says
no.
me.
He does. He falls asleep all the time. But me, I have bags and bags of energy. I'm like that little bunny rabbit. Do you know that bunny rabbit on the advert? That's...
People won't know about that.
Yes, they will. People who are learning English know about the world in things. You know.
An advert for batteries.
Yes, batteries. You know, the little bunny, the Duracell bunny. It has lots and lots of energy.
I'm very uncomfortable.
I'm like that. I'm just like I'm like a bunny rabbit with batteries that are shoved up inside it.
The trouble is, they by the time this show's finished, they've all gone flat.
Yes, well,
Because you do tend to crash down, don't you, Mr. Duncan?
I don't crash.
After-
You're the crasher.
No, you usually have a sleep, don't you, after this?
Sometimes. Sometimes I have a sleep during the live stream. I'm sure you are as well.
I heard you talking about a certain word,
Mm.
a negative word for people who are pessimistic.
Yes, naysayer.
Naysayer, yes. That's me. I'm a bit of a naysayer.
It's true, yes. Steve is actually very similar to his mother. They are like twins. If I didn't think, or if I didn't know that Steve and his mother were mother and son, I would think that they were related like sisters or brother and sister.
We do
Because
have similar personalities.
You are so similar to your mother in every way. You look on the dark side of things. You overreact to things as if it's the end of the world. You came out last week to me. You came into the garden and I was out here and you said, oh, there's foam coming out of the washing machine. Oh.
He's exaggerating.
It was
I
noth-
didn't say it like that.
It was
Mr.
a little
Duncan.
it was a little bit of foam coming out.
It was a lot of foam
Okay, it was a lot of foam, but it was only...
coming out of the top of the washing machine.
Yes, it's all right.
And we know why that happens, Mr. Duncan.
No, you
don't.
don't.
We?
You don't know why.
Mr. Duncan doesn't measure the amount of powder,
How many
washing
times?
powder, that he puts into the washing machine. He just chucks it in because he's too lazy to measure it, and consequently we get foam everywhere.
I am a busy man, that's why.
Do you measure the foam or the liquid
The foam?
washing? Do you measure the washing powder?
No, you were measuring the foam.
Do you measure the washing powder or the liquid that you put into your washing machine before you use it, or do you just chuck it in?
So yes, it's too much hassle. Just take your liquid or your powder and just throw it in there. You know, that's all you need to do.
Well, the manufacturers give you instructions on how much to use, and the reason they do that is because they've done a lot of research to make sure that if there's too little,
Yeah.
obviously your clothes won't wash,
Yeah,
and if
to-
there's too much, you'll get foam,
Yeah.
and also it won't wash it all out of the clothes, and then
Yeah.
you'll get reactions like you do, Mr. Duncan, don't you?
What are you talking about?
Well, you have complained about irritation on your skin from certain parts of your body, which you, I think, have traced to the fact that you don't.
Stop
You
it.
put too much washing powder in and it doesn't wash out.
Look, I have.
So when you get sweaty, it all comes out of the clothes onto your skin.
I can't help it if certain parts of my body are very sensitive. I can't help it. And no,
Well, at
don't.
least you don't have to shave down there.
don't- What?
I'm joking. But yeah, you should measure it, because if you put too much, it's all right to put too little in it. All that will happen is your clothes might not wash as well. But if you put too much in, because it only rinses the clothes about 3 times,
Okay.
and any left on the clothes, any washing powder, particularly if it's a biological washing powder,
Okay. What does that mean?
that means it's got enzymes in it to make it a more powerful cleaning agent.
So
to your
it's like
clothes.
eating the dirt.
It uses enzymes, just like if you out your stomach.
Yes. It's like Pac-Man.
Yes. But if you put too much in the washing powder, it won't all be washed out of the clothes. And then when you get hot, it will come out onto your skin and cause reactions.
If you want to click away, by the way, if you want to go and watch something else, I don't blame you, because I might actually click away.
I like to give advice when I'm here.
Brilliant. What about the stubborn stains? Because Steve, I don't know if you've noticed, but Steve's underpants sometimes have strange stains on them, and I have to stand there and I have to rub them for ages, wash them. So instead of doing that, because it takes too long to get all of the stains out of Mr. Steve's underpants, so instead I just throw them in the washing machine and I put lots and lots of liquid and also washing powder in there, and maybe a little bit of disinfectant as well, just to make sure that all of those horrible stains, when Mr. Steve has a crash landing...
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very clean everywhere. The Optimist has asked us several times, so we better answer it. Where did we meet and how did we become a nice couple? Well,
I
we
don't-
met 30 years ago
31.
in a nightclub, believe
Almost
it or not.
31 years ago on my birthday, we actually met in a nightclub, and it was 20 minutes before it closed. So we were both very desperate, you see. You know, I mentioned this earlier about the pigeons. The pigeons are doing the same thing. It's a little bit like when the nightclub is about to close and there's only like 20 people left inside, and everyone's looking for someone to
It
grab.
wasn't like that, Mr. Duncan. Are you saying I was a last resort?
Maybe I was.
Uh,
Maybe I was like the last turkey in the shop.
Fan says, if the clothes are dried well, there won't be irritation. That's true. But the problem is, if you get hot and sweaty in your clothes, then that moisture will come off your skin onto the clothes, and then it will dissolve some of the residual powder. So it's really got people going, this house.
Yes.
Anyway, it is a known thing that it's particularly you. Anyway, let's not go into it. Let's not go it. Double entendre.
Let's not go into it. For
I've-
goodness sake,
I
we are
spent too long.
we are up to our necks in it.
I spent too long talking about the problems of putting too much washing powder into your washing machine.
Okay, then. Shall we move on? It would be nice. I'm
Feel
sure.
free.
I have a feeling there are people all over the world now waiting for us to move on to something else. Hey, guess what? We're playing the sentence game
This is live.
today.
Are we?
Is this live? Anonymous, anonymous. Is this live? Is this live? Yes, it's live. Yes, it's live. Yes, it's live.
Is it live now still?
It's live.
Are we still
and,
live?
And now. And now.
And now?
And now.
Good.
Now it's live. It's still live now. And now. And now as well. This is live as well. And this is live. And this. In fact, everything from now on, unless I say otherwise, if I say that this isn't live, you will know it's not live, but now it is live. This is live now, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely.
So yes, the answer to your question is yes, it is live.
Anonymous says, do you speak like an estuary?
An estuary?
Strange,
well, Steve
phrase.
has a mouth like an estuary. It's very large and lots of things flow out of it. And sometimes flow into it. Hello, Mr. Duncan, and to you. I'm sorry. I just love the comments on here today. They're brilliant. Let's just...
There are quite a lot of comments today. I would say,
Soul Dad says, hello, Mr. Duncan. Hi to you gays. I think you mean guys.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. You see, look, Valentina understands.
I'm getting fat.
Valentina understands that you have to measure your washing powder.
I think I'm getting fat.
People have been telling you for years, Mr.
Look.
Duncan.
What's this? I've got some weird thing now underneath.
Well, if you do that, you will have it, won't you? You're not supposed to do that. People are very self-conscious now, aren't they? But working from home, having to use video conferencing, Zoom, Teams, all these other remote ways of viewing. People are very self-conscious about how they look because the lighting is often quite harsh.
Yes.
People go to all sorts of extremes to look good on the camera when they're in work events. So yes, of course we don't have to. It's going to rain, Mr. Duncan.
Yes, that's okay. We are undercover.
I know, but I just thought, good job I've covered up the cementing work that I've done.
So Steve now has wet cement, so he's having to cover it because if it rains, it will all wash away, and there will be no more cement.
Yes, that's a problem. If you do any cementing, you mustn't let it get wet for at least 24 hours.
Anonymous says, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're still on YouTube. Back when I was in high school, I've been watching your videos, and now I'm a college graduate already." Hello, Anonymous. Yes, I'm still here. 14 years ago, I started. Even Steve's surprised, and he knows me. Yes, 14 years I've been doing this. For goodness sake.
So, how old are you now, Anonymous? I mean, we're guessing probably
20.
Well, maybe older. When I was in high school, I was watching your videos.
Well, a college graduate will be about 20. 21
now
maybe.
college graduate. Yes, okay, yes, yeah.
He was in high school. So 14 years ago, yes, you would have been very young.
And did you learn anything from Mr. Duncan? And don't forget, when you get a good job and you're earning lots of money, you can repay Mr. Duncan with a nice donation.
Yes, well,
We're only joking. It's getting wild, Mr. Duncan.
it is. And that's just us.
That's just us.
It's not even the weather, but there is a huge storm coming this afternoon. So we are going to be in here in our little gazebo whilst the storm blows all around us. So there is a big storm on the way. You
Andy,
might look in the distance, Steve.
everything's blowing. Andy Starr says,
Look at that.
"Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Is that a forward view?"
That is, yes, into the distance right now. So you can see there is rain in the distance.
This is all secure, Mr. Duncan.
Yeah,
Everything's.
me too.
Andy Starr says, "I never use the washing machine. I do it by hands." So yes, yeah. Yes. If you, do you live on your own, or do you you live with somebody else? Because I think if you live on your own, that's what I used to do. I used to do it by hands, and then just wring it out and stick it on a radiator, which you can do. If you're on your own, to use a washing machine, you'd have to have a lot of clothes, because otherwise you'd only be putting small amounts into the washing machine. So you'd have to have a lot of clothes to wait till there was a big enough load to put in to make it worth your while.
What's happened? What have you done to my live stream? You're talking about washing again.
Yes, back to washing again.
Oh, for goodness sake. How boring.
Well, I never do any ironing.
No, we never do ironing.
We never do ironing, no.
Ironing. Who irons? I think women have to iron, though. I mentioned this earlier. I think women have to iron because their clothing has a lot more material.
I learnt a lot from you, says Anonymous. Oh my God,
Oh,
I swear. Thanks a bunch.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Anonymous. We'd like to know what your real name is.
Well, he's anonymous.
I know, but we'd like to know.
That's his name. He's anonymous.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Lena.
Oh,
Interesting song. I don't know. Life is life. Na 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 na.
sorry.
Do you know that song there?
Oh, yes. Life is life. Na 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 na.
Oh, that one.
Life is life. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I know that.
Life is life.
Who's that by?
I can't remember. I was hoping you wouldn't ask.
It's got a very distinctive. I think it's a male voice.
Yes, but it's a group of people, and the performance is live. It's a live performance. It was a very big hit a long time ago in a galaxy not so far away.
Jade says, "Mr. Duncan and Mr. Steve, are you the same age?"
Thanks a lot. No,
No, I'm considerably younger.
he is older than me. He's, just to give you an idea, he's now in the danger category for CV19, and I'm not. You see,
Not in the danger category.
he's in the high risk group.
I'm fit and healthy, Mr. Duncan.
Every night I have to put him into a big polythene bag, just in case.
I can't believe this, says Anonymous. I came across your video today. So you used to watch us years ago, and now you've come across us
Yes.
and found us again. Well,
It's a bit like walking along the road and falling into a manhole cover. So a manhole, because the cover is missing. So you just fall into it, and then you find yourself swimming along in sewerage. And that's it, really. It's a bit like this. This is what it's like.
well, now you've found us. Please don't go away again.
Please.
Stay with us.
Please
We're
don't.
here. Well, I'm here every Sunday. Mr. Duncan's here every day.
Yes, except Saturday. So I have to have at least one. I have to have it off on Saturday. So I do, don't I? Every Saturday.
Yes, you have Saturday off.
Yes.
So that we can just catch up on jobs, watch a bit of TV, because you can't be working every day, can you, Mr.
I
Duncan?
can't be working every day because it would kill me.
You did do it though, didn't you? During
Go on.
was it April?
I think it was, wasn't it? April I did every day, but that was during lockdown, you see, because no one had anything to do during lockdown. We all had nothing to do, so During April, I was here every day. My God, it's 3:15.
And we haven't even done this sentence game
We
yet.
haven't even played the sentence game. And also, we were going to look at some foot idioms. Let's have a look at some idioms very quickly to do with feet, shall we?
Oh, feet. Go
Feet.
on.
Yes, because
Talking of feet, my feet are aching already standing
a lot
here,
of
Mr.
people,
Duncan.
a lot of people stop complaining. A lot of people,
Need to make some adjustments.
yes,
That's better.
I need to make an adjustment. I mean, I need to adjust this and change it for another human being. That would be nice.
You're stuck now, Mr. Duncan. 30 years.
31.
You're going nowhere.
31 years.
31?
31 years. You don't get that for murder. You don't even go to prison for 31 years if you murder someone.
Well, I met somebody yesterday that I know,
Okay.
and she said to me that today she's celebrating her 50th wedding anniversary.
Imagine being married for 50 years.
And I said, what? She didn't look any... I thought, she's got to be joking. I said, did you say 15? She said, no, 50.
50.
And without a word of a lie, I mean, she must have been married quite young, because she said she's 69 now.
69, my lucky number.
So she was obviously married around 18, 19. Yeah, that's correct. So she was married quite young, so that's a very success. But she didn't look anywhere near 69. I mean, she just looked, I would have said, at least 10 years younger.
At least.
Um,
Okay. Well, that was a good story. I
I
enjoyed
finished. Andy wants to start the sentence game.
We can't play the sentence game just yet. We are going to look at some idioms to do with feet. Now, Mr. Steve has lovely feet.
Do I?
My feet are ugly. I have the world's ugliest feet. I don't mind admitting it. It is true. My feet will probably one day have its own documentary. You know those documentaries with people who've got, like, I don't know,
A deformity.
a chair instead of a head, or maybe they are 19 feet tall. Those sort of things. So one day they will make a documentary about my really big feet.
So
and
would
they
you describe it as a deformity?
It is a deformity. I'm always tripping up.
I'm joking. I used to joke. We used to have a joke with each other. Do you know the cartoon The Pink Panther?
The Pink Panther. Do 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 do.
The Pink Panther.
Pink Panther.
And well, Pink Panther has very thin legs and big feet.
Yeah, just like me.
And his body, Mr. Duncan's shape, I mean, it's changed over the years, but when I first met you, you looked like a human Pink Panther.
I did. I was very tall, gangly.
Tall and gangly with big feet. In
Yes.
fact, your feet, I would say, the toes are so long they look like fingers. So if you ever lost a finger, you could cut off one of your toes and sew it on, and no one would know the difference.
What if I lost a hand? Would you just put my foot there?
Yes, you-
It wouldn't be very easy to type with a foot where your hand should be. And then once again, I would be on the documentary, you see. So I can't win. Whatever I do, I'm going to end up having a documentary made about me and my weird body.
No, it's just, well, I think because you are tall, obviously nature has given you big feet so that you can stand upright and not fall over.
That's it.
And that's why, you see, you were made to do live streams,
Yes,
because you've got such big feet.
Yeah.
The weight is distributed evenly, and you can stand up for hours and hours on end
Yeah.
without any discomfort.
Yes.
And so really, this deformity that you have, let's
That's
call
it.
it what it is, a deformity.
Yes, I am deformed in many ways.
Is benefiting you today.
Yes.
All those years you thought, I don't want these big feet, they're horrible, but now they've come into their own.
They have. Shall we have a look at some feet idioms? Here's one, Steve. Put your foot in it. What does it mean when you put your foot in it?
It means you do something silly.
Hmm.
You do something that makes you look a bit silly.
Some sort of
Make a
maybe
mistake.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Yes, well done, Mr. Steve. You win a prize.
You might say something, you might be having a conversation with somebody, and you might give something away that was a secret,
That's it. Steve, like Steve.
which I would always do.
Yes, you've got a big mouth.
And well, for example, there could be three of you talking away, and one of them told you last week that they were getting married, but they wanted to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
And then you were with a group of people, and you say, "Oh, you're getting married, aren't you?" Next, oh, sorry. Oh, I've put my foot in it, haven't
Yes.
I?
So to put your foot in it means to make a silly mistake. You make a silly mistake. You put your foot in it. I've really put my foot in it. I wasn't supposed to say that, but I have. And now everyone knows my secret. They all know about my sensitive body parts. I really put my foot in it. I wish it was my foot.
It's normally you reveal a secret that someone's told you, and you accidentally reveal it.
Okay, here's another
in
one.
front of other people.
Here's another one. To get a foothold on
To get
something.
a foothold on something. Yes. Yeah, to actually get, well, literally, to actually grip onto something.
That's it. Yes. Let's have a look. Is it?
Am I right?
Yes. I don't know. Let's have a look,
To
shall
get
we?
a foothold.
Reveal. To take control of the situation or to get a grip of something.
So literally, you could be, I'm taking a foothold on Mr. Duncan, or you could be climbing and you get a foothold. Just something to support you, to help you climb, maybe literally, or as you say, take control of a situation.
You get a foothold on something. Here's another one. We'll have a couple of more, and then we're doing the sentence game. The sentence game is coming up, everyone. So don't worry, the sentence game is coming. To get cold feet.
Somebody mentioned to get cold feet. Now, who mentioned to get cold feet?
Mohammed Ahmed.
Mohammed did. Somebody else did as well, I think. But yes, no, yeah, exactly. Mohammed's mentioned that. To get cold feet, that means you have a change of heart. You, for example, I have decided that I'm going to enter this talent competition.
Talent competition.
But then as it gets closer and closer to the day, I might get more and more nervous and think of pulling out and not doing it. And Mr. Duncan might say, "Are you getting cold feet?" In other words, are you thinking about not doing what you said you were going to do? You might have said you're going to get married.
Pulling
and
out.
then as the wedding day gets closer, you think, "Oh, I don't think I want to marry that person after all. Oh dear, I think I'm getting cold feet."
Yes.
So you have a change of heart.
To lose courage or to back out of something. Yes, you lose courage, you back out, you change your mind. You want to do something. Maybe Mr. Steve wants to enter the talent contest, but maybe then he has cold feet. He gets cold feet. He decides to not do it. He loses his courage. He will back out. He will change his mind.
Nisar's feet are swollen.
Swollen up.
I'm
Why?
very sorry.
Yes. Are you pregnant?
Yes.
Because pregnant women, when women get pregnant, everything gets bigger, including your feet. So I've heard.
Marcia says that their feet are very ugly. Well, most people aren't fond of feet, are they? There are some people that have got a bit of the word is fetish,
Oh.
isn't it, Mr. Duncan? There are some people that have a natural,
Unnatural.
I would say it was unusual attraction to people's
Yes.
feet.
They get turned on or excited when they see feet.
Sexually.
Okay, then see, I managed to avoid saying that, and then you just say it.
Well, if we're talking about, or if we're talking about feet, we've got to
Feet.
talk about all aspects.
Yes. So some people like feet very much. They actually want to be near feet. I don't know why, because feet are the most disgusting things ever. They go inside your sweaty socks.
Well, I presume that you
and then
clean
they
them.
go inside your sweaty shoes, and you walk around, and then you take your socks off, and they stink, and then someone wants to be near them.
Well, maybe you wash them first. I don't know. I've never come across anybody who's
What's that all
has
about?
a fetish. A fetish. What does that mean, Mr. Duncan?
Fetish
You've got a
means
fetish for something.
something that you are especially attracted to, or
Yes.
something that gives you excitement.
That some people might think was unusual.
Yes. Well, fetish is the thing that you can't stop yourself from having or doing. It's something that draws you. So maybe you see a pair of feet and perhaps you want to be near them if you like feet very much. I really can't understand why anyone would want to be near someone else's feet.
Well, we might have people watching now who are fond of feet,
Yes.
and we don't wish to be appearing discriminatory.
No, I'm not discriminating.
Or
You know, if
unfair.
if it floats your boat, if your boat is floated by stinky feet, and you like to lick them and suck them, and whatever you want to do with them, it's fine by me.
Whatever you do in your own time is your own affair, however disgusting it might be.
However disgusting it might be.
Right.
So another fit idiom, and then we will have the sentence game. Are you ready? To be on your toes.
To be on your toes.
On your toes.
Yes. Are you on your toes?
On your toes.
That means, Mr. Duncan, that you're ready for action.
Yes.
I think you're on your toes. You're ready. You're ready to do something. You're excited.
A little bit more definite than that, though. Imagine a meerkat. Have you ever seen a meerkat?
I've seen the advert.
They meerkats. They always like that. Do you want to do your meerkat? Come on, Mr. Steve. We're like two meerkats.
Do you want to buy any insurance?
No one's going to get that reference. See, now
Well, why not?
That is based in the UK because that is a UK company.
Well, but some people, you say that people knew about the battery advert, the Duracell
Yes,
advert.
because Duracell is a worldwide company.
Well,
compare-
CompareTheMarket.com might be worldwide as well.
Compare the Market is a UK-based company.
Which we've just promoted, so we wait for the check
Yes,
to arrive.
by the way, CompareTheMarket.com, you owe us £100,000. And
Yes.
also Duracell. Now, Duracell, you are a big multinational company, so I think maybe £500,000 for you, okay? So £500,000 from Duracell and CompareTheMarket.com, okay, 100,000. That will do.
Bye, Lena. Lena's off.
I'm not surprised.
It's all this talk of feet.
Yes.
It's put her off.
Yes. To be on your toes. Oh, yes, we were doing that, weren't we?
We were, but to be on your toes.
To be on your toes.
Are you on your toes?
So, like the meerkats, you see, you are always. Ooh. What's going on?
What's going on, Mr. Duncan?
What happened there? It's like.
Technical hitch.
Was that us moving or that?
Well, you're not on your toes, are you, Mr. Duncan?
I don't know
during
what-
this live stream.
I don't know
because
what
if you
that
were on
was.
your toes, that wouldn't have happened.
To be ready and alert.
Ready and alert.
Ready and alert. You're always ready, like meerkats.
Yes. Ready for action. So, somebody, if you're going to do a presentation, your boss wants to do your presentation, he might say, "Are you on your toes? Are you ready? Ready to
Yes.
do something?"
To
It
be
means you're
ready.
alert. You've got a bit of adrenaline going. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
To be on tiptoes is the same meaning, says Marietta. To be on your tiptoes.
To be on tiptoes means you are treading carefully or you're doing something in a
Yes.
careful way. You don't want to upset anyone. So you are on your tiptoes. You are walking on your tiptoes. I suppose you could
quiet.
also say walking on eggshells as well. So you are trying not to upset or annoy anyone. You are walking on eggshells. You are being very careful of what you say.
So it is different.
It is different, yes.
Walking on tiptoes, you don't want to upset anyone. You're being very quiet. But if you are, what was it? What's the one we were doing, Mr. Duncan?
No?
I've forgotten it already.
What?
What's the one we were doing?
On your tiptoes?
Yes.
That one.
So
you
if you're on your toes, that means you're ready for action.
Yes. You can be light on your feet as well.
Yes.
Thank you for your lessons, says Lena. Oh, hello, Lena. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you earlier. I'm sorry about that.
Lena's
Hello.
off. Lena's going.
Lena's going. Okay, so hello and goodbye. Sometimes it happens.
Palmyra says that her husband walks 20 to 30 kilometres every day. That's a lot.
That's a long
That
way.
must be
Go on.
it's about 20 miles. That's about 15, 20 miles. Something like that.
You walked 20 miles.
Is that what? Yes. No, there's about 3. It's about
I don't
2
know.
kilometres in a mile, something like that.
I have no idea.
So maybe about 10 miles. Yes. Can someone convert that to miles for us? I think it's about 2 point something kilometres to a mile.
Can someone not convert it?
So maybe. Well, we'd like to know.
And then we can change the subject.
It's probably only us that is measuring distance in miles.
The feet are going, by the way. Say goodbye to the feet.
Is that it? Are we done with feet idioms?
We have lots more, but we're running out of time because now, Steve, guess what? Can you guess?
Is it the sentence game, Mr. Duncan? What?
I think Mr. Steve wee-weed a little bit there. You got so excited.
We read with excitement.
We are.
Well, a lot of people are excited and is probably just waiting for this to happen.
So after 3, let's play.
The sentence game?
Oh, for God's sake. Shall we try again?
Let's play
the sentence game. Oh, there must be an easier way of not earning a living.
I've cocked my hat, Mr. Duncan.
Steve has cocked.
I've cocked my hat.
Ready for the cock, you see.
If you cock your hat, it means you have it slightly over to one side.
If you've never seen my cock, you are in for a treat. Because you are going to see it. It is going to pop up in a...
It's a funny colour.
It's... What? Why did you ruin that? Here we go then. We are playing the sentence game. And today we are using the letter D. There are many words you can begin with D, like delicious and delicate. Mr. Steve is very delicate. He's very fragile.
I think I'm quite robust.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ouled.
D. So we are looking at words beginning with D. A couple of rules. First of all, I have to explain to Steve, don't give the answer. Please don't give the answer.
I only did that once.
I'm not testing you. So here we go, the sentence game, everyone. Are you ready to play the sentence game? Because we are going to play the sentence game right now. So we are looking for words, one word or maybe 2 words, beginning with D.
Duncan.
In the sentence. So let's play the first sentence game right now. It's on the screen. There are 2 missing words, Mr. Steve. 2 missing words.
2 missing words,
2.
both beginning with D, both 6 letters long.
So the sentence game, 6 letters. So we have a missing word there and a missing word there. My family something on me to earn a something wage. My family something on me to earn a something wage. But what could it be? That is today's first sentence game
Answers.
on English Addict Live. This is live, by the way.
We're still live.
We're still live now. This is live as well. And this. And this. And this. This is live as well. That's live. I'm live. The apples in the tree, they are also live. So, my family something on me to earn a something wage.
I can't think of the first one, Mr. Duncan. I can think of the second one. Is the second word Duncan?
No, it isn't. To earn a Duncan wage.
Yes.
I wish one day that I would earn a Duncan wage. I'm still waiting very patiently, YouTube.
It's not enough to retire on.
This is not enough. It's not enough to live on for a day. Yes, so we've got a few D words. Yes. Oh, I see. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
We have Alued. Also, we have Zoe.
Oh.
We have Guillermo or Guillermo, or also Zoran. Interesting. Quite a few coming through.
Oh, yes, Marietta.
My cock is ready. We are almost out of time with this one. So a couple of more. So we have my family something on me to earn a something wage. So my family, well, if your family needs something, what would you describe it as? What is
They
it?
rely on you.
Yes,
for something.
they need you. They need you
Rely.
to earn a what? So you need enough money to live. So my family something on me to earn a something wage. We are almost running out of time with this one. 5 more seconds. Mr. Cock, come on. I love Mr. Cockerel. I really do.
Well, I've got to say that Marietta was the first to get both words.
Ooh, very good.
Well done, Marietta.
Very good. So the answer, my family something on me to earn a something wage. But what is the answer? The answer.
Well, yes. Go on.
The answer is bing.
My family depend on me to get a decent wage.
To earn.
Uh,
My family depend on me to earn a decent wage. So depend is what, Steve? If you depend on someone.
rely. They
Yes,
rely on you.
That's it.
You have to do it.
So you need that person maybe in your life, or you need them to help you, or you need them to give you something. For example, in this sentence, a decent wage. So when something is decent, it is appropriate. So the wage that you think you deserve would be a decent wage.
I depend on you for a decent wage.
You might have to wait a bit longer, Steve.
Well, Colod.
I think you're going to say colon.
Don't be abusive.
Colod.
Colod Abdel Nazir says depend and double.
Oh,
So that double would fit.
a double wage.
A double wage.
Double wage would be lovely.
So, yep, that would fit,
I would-
definitely.
I would be grateful for a single wage, to be honest, or even half a wage. That would be very nice. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube, I'm talking to you, YouTube.
A lot of people have used the word demand
Oh,
as the
okay
first
then.
word, and that grammatically wouldn't be correct.
No,
would it?
you don't demand on a person. You can demand something, you can demand an action, but you can't demand on someone. So you don't demand on. You might put pressure on. So you might say there, if we didn't worry about the word, my family put pressure on me to earn a decent wage. So if you put pressure on someone, it means you are forcing them to do it, or you are putting a lot of pressure onto them. You are putting pressure on someone.
Yes, so grammatically, demand wouldn't be correct.
No.
That wouldn't fit in with the phraseology. A lot of people got that in the end. So well done to everyone.
Next one. We are playing the sentence game. We have another 23 minutes. 23 minutes left. And then we are going. Mr. Steve is going to make a tea cake and a cup of tea.
Quickly, Anna Kobe says, is it depend or depends?
Depend. They depend on someone. So if you depend, it means that is actually the thing you are doing. You depend on them. I know what you mean, because also if you are making a choice or maybe a possible outcome, you might say it depends, which is a different thing. So that refers to whether something will happen or not. Maybe you have more than one choice of an outcome or the way something will turn out. So, will you come tomorrow to my party? It depends. It depends if it rains or not. So that's a very different usage there.
Yes.
Different usage.
Well done.
Anyway, let's have another one. We are playing the sentence game on a Sunday afternoon. Ah. Oh.
Malia Nazrat says deport. Yes, that would fit. My
Deport.
family depend on me for a decent... oh, no, that wouldn't work. No, sorry. Right.
Here's another sentence game. We have 9 letters and 2 letters. Don't forget, they all begin with the letter D. D for delicate. D.
Duncan.
Duncan, yes, me.
Or dunce.
Dunce. Yes, a
Dunce.
dunce. Dunce.
Do you still... Is that word still used, I wonder?
I think it's a little bit archaic.
Yes.
Now. We don't normally say dunce. So dunce means a person who's not very clever, a little bit stupid. Dunce.
Yes.
Quite often, in the olden days, in the classroom, they would make someone wear a pointed hat on their head with a large D on the front. And that was there to embarrass them, to shame them in front of the other students. Isn't that horrible? What a horrible thing to do. But that's what they used to do. They
Yes.
used to make, if a kid in the class was thought to be thick, they would make him wear a pointed hat with D on the front. And then everyone would know that he's considered a little bit stupid, which is not very nice. We are all stupid, really, aren't we?
We don't... No, speak for yourself.
We're all stupid. Well, we
can all do stupid things.
We don't know everything.
I know, but we can all do silly, stupid things
Yes.
at times.
We can all appear stupid if you talk about a subject.
I often do.
Yes, if you talk about a subject about which you know nothing, you will seem stupid. Yeah.
Your attitude will...
Something.
With 9 letters.
Your attitude will something how well you something hear.
2 letters.
9 and 2. So this is the new sentence game. Your attitude will something how well you something hear. I think this is quite an easy one. In fact, we're getting some answers already straight away. Oh, well done. A lot of correct answers. Can I give you a big thumbs up? Well done. A lot of correct answers. That almost deserves a round of applause almost.
Demonstrate is too long.
Yes. Your attitude will something. So maybe if you do something now, perhaps in the future it will decide, or something else. Something else. So that word begins with D, but it's another word, much longer, with 9 letters, you see? So your attitude will something how well you something hear. I think this one's quite an easy one. We'll give it 5 more seconds. Well done. Wow. We are getting a lot of correct answers today. We really are. Olga says, I'm trying my best, but I couldn't guess any proper word. But people here are so quick. Don't worry, Olga. Even if you don't know the words, you will still learn the words and how they are used. So this game is not to test you. It is also there for fun, and also it is there to help you learn some new words. So even if you don't know these, you will still learn the words anyway.
Demonstrate has got 10 letters. Sorry. Sorry.
It is a good answer, though.
Oh.
Your attitude will demonstrate how well you something.
That would fit grammatically.
Yes.
But we want 9 letters for
9
this
letters.
particular one.
9 letters. Okay. Another 5 seconds, and then Mr. Cockerell will come up and say hello. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mr. Cockerell. I think Mr. Cockerell likes you, Mr. Steve.
A lot of people got this, so well done to everybody.
Everybody.
Got the words.
The answer, or answers, plural, are Oh, yes.
I got it right.
Yeah.
I got it right.
Thank you, and congratulations if you got that right. Yes. Determine. Your attitude will determine how well you do here. Your attitude will determine. So when we determine something, it is almost like saying how it will turn out or how it will progress. Determine. So maybe two things, you might do that or that. They will both determine how well you do in the future.
You could use the word decide.
Hmm.
It's not like 9 letters, but you could use the word decide.
Yes, your attitude will decide how well
Yes.
you do here.
So if you have the implication being that you need to have a good attitude, a positive attitude, and then you will do well.
Marietta says dictate. That's another good one. Yes, your attitude will dictate. So I don't think it has the same
7.
number of words, but letters rather.
Yes.
Your attitude will dictate how well you do here. I like that. Very good.
Dictate, exactly.
Some very good answers today.
So how well you do depends on your attitude. And usually what you would be saying there is that you need to have a positive attitude, is what that sentence. So if you want to learn English well, your attitude will determine how well you do here.
Yes, I'm often asked, how do I learn English, Mr. Duncan? And I always say your attitude is one of the most important things. So your attitude to learning and studying and practicing will determine how well you do with your English learning. So the way you do it, your attitude, you must learn English every day. You must learn some new words every day, like here. That's what we're doing today. We're talking about sentences and also new words as well.
Luca Arietti sounds very Italian. Hi, Mr. Duncan. Hi, Mr. Steve. Nice to meet you. This is the first time I have seen you live on air.
Wow. Thank you very much for joining us. And
I love new viewers.
I think that deserves maybe a round of applause. Shall we have a round of applause?
Yes.
Here we go. Well done and welcome, Luca Arietti. Thank you very much.
Are you Italian?
Are you Italian? Asks Steve. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Valentina says define. You could use the word define.
Yes.
How well you would do that.
Define,
That's another
yes.
synonym.
Yes. Define. It will show. It will reveal. It will determine. So they are slightly different in their definitions, but yes, it is all one thing leading to another. So your good attitude will take you in a positive direction. Your bad attitude will take you in a negative direction.
Luca is Italian.
Ah, okay.
We
good.
guessed correctly.
Yes, good guess on your part. Here we go, another one, Steve, because we only have coming up to 12 minutes before we go to have our tea cake. Here's another one. Ah, okay then. We have 7 and 10.
7 and 10, beginning with D, U something, beginning with D, 7 letters.
Mm-hmm.
An award for your 10 letters, beginning with D. Your job.
You something, an award for your something to your job. Both of them beginning with the letter D. D for Duncan. D for delicious. D for dairy. Dairy. We are very fond of eating dairy products such as milk and yogurt and ice cream, things like that. D. D. You something an award for your something to your job. Ooh, 7 and 10.
Oh, that's a bit trickier, Mr. Duncan. That's a little tricky.
Well, sometimes I make them easier and sometimes I make them a little harder. Yes.
Ah, well, Abdul's very quick. And Anna Kobe, very quick. 2 suggestions.
Okay.
for the first word. Well done.
We have some answers coming
Well
through.
done, yes. Ah. Oh, well done. Well done, Zuzika.
Zuzike, nice to see you back, by the way.
You've got 2 words that definitely fit, but are they the right ones?
Oh, Lucas says, I often follow the recorded lessons, but today I have much more time because I'm on holiday. You are very lucky. I hope you enjoy your holiday. I feel as if we need a holiday.
Well, we've got friends in Italy, and we have been invited in the past.
Okay.
We met them on a work do a few years ago.
Oh,
if you
yes.
remember.
That was last year.
It was, yes.
It feels like a few years ago.
Now, I can't remember her name offhand.
Oh, okay.
I'll try and remember her name.
It's not important.
Well, I want to remember it because it's an interesting name. Well, it was interesting to me. Anyway, carry on.
But no one else. Use something and award for your something to your job. 7 and 10. I think the first one might be easy. We are getting some correct answers coming through now.
We are Sujin, yes. Good suggestion for the last word. Lewis, Irfan, Richard, Valentina, Helen, Zuzika we've already mentioned, Paolo, Beatrice, Malinoa. Lots of suggestions. You're cleverer than me because I couldn't think of it. Mr. Duncan.
Oh, okay. It does depend. I mean, sometimes if you're thinking of certain words, the other word might not appear in your head, and this is one of the things about learning English and using English. Sometimes, even for us, sometimes there is a word we want to say, and it is a word we know, but we can't find it in our brain. It does happen sometimes. Your brain freezes.
This is like a crossword puzzle almost.
Yes, it is a bit like that,
A
yes.
crossword puzzle. I've never been very good at crosswords.
No.
My father used to do very, very complicated crosswords.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a paper in England called the Times, and the crosswords in the Times newspaper are renowned for being very, very difficult.
Yes.
And my father used to do them and often get them right.
Oh, okay.
Used to take him about a week, but he did get
Oh, okay.
no, he was very good at it. Had a very high vocabulary. Oh, I can't say the word.
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Oh, it's a difficult word to pronounce.
Yes. Ironically, the word vocabulary.
Vocabulary. I can't. Mr. Duncan, I can't pronounce my words today.
This is a great place to come if you want to learn English.
If I can't pronounce it, how can I expect to teach the pupils?
I know. I think you should go.
Vocabulary.
You should
That's it. Vocabulary.
You should hang your head.
Got it. It's finally.
You should hang your head in shame. Okay, that's it. Time's up. Use something and award for your something to your job.
Zuzika was first to get both of them.
Okay, I haven't had time's up yet.
Oh,
You are jumping the cock.
well,
The cock hasn't come up.
yes,
Here
I
he-
don't know. Yes.
Here he comes. Wait, you should recognise it. Don't you know what a cock is? It's one of these. It's getting very close to you. I think it likes you. I think that cockerel likes you. I think so.
Hardly surprising.
He's only human. You something an award for your something to your job. Yes, we did get quite a few. Quite a few. And the answer is, here it comes right now. I like the way Steve jumped there when the cockerel came. I thought you jumped when the cockerel came up. That's just so sorry. Something else is going on here, you see, and it's funny when Steve reacts to it. The answers are
Faster, Mr. Duncan.
okay. We've got 7 minutes. The answer is bing.
Well done. Tazika was first, but
You d-
lots of people got at least one,
Okay.
if not both of the words.
You deserve,
Fan,
you
Maria.
you deserve an award for your dedication to your job, your dedication. So if
You talking about yourself?
no, I'm not. But thank you, Steve, all the same. Thank you. It's very kind. Steve thinks I deserve an award. Isn't that nice?
I think you have had one, haven't you?
I haven't.
Oh,
No, I'm still waiting for my play button. Oh, hello, YouTube. YouTube, it's me again. Yeah, that stupid English guy. I'm sorry. Could you please send me my play button that you were supposed to send me many years ago? I still haven't got my play button, my silver one. And when I get to 1 million subscribers, can I also have my golden one as well? So I want my silver and my golden play button. You owe me them. You owe me those play buttons. At least one of them anyway. The silver one. Come on. Where's my prize? Where's my award? 14 years. What do I have to do? Do I have to get on my hands and knees and beg for my silver play button?
yes, Luca. I do like Italy. It's one country in Europe I've never been to, though. So I would love to go.
You deserve an award for your dedication. Dedication. So the time and the effort, the attention that you give to something, you dedicate your time, your effort. You dedicate yourself to a certain thing. I think we've got time for one more. One more. So we're going to have one more and then we're going. We only have 5 minutes, Steve. I think today has gone very fast. Very fast. So here's the final one of our sentence game today. It's gone very quickly. Today's final sentence game. They something that you make a something soon. Ooh.
Begins with D, two
Yes.
words.
Yes, both begin with D. D for... Can you think of a word that begins with D? I suppose
Delicious.
delicious. We've had delicious. We've done delicious a lot. There have been a lot of delicious things.
Delightful.
We are going to eat some delicious tea cakes in a moment, aren't we? When we finish here.
We are.
So they something that you make a something soon. 6 and 8 letters. This is the final one today.
There's a lot of comments today, Mr. Duncan. A lot of
Marietta
comments.
says-
I can't keep up with them all.
Marietta says, what is the play button? Well, a play button is something you press when you want something to play on a machine, a DVD player, or maybe on your computer. However, YouTube gives awards to people who reach a certain number of subscribers. And many people get them, but I haven't had mine. So I'm supposed to have a silver play button that they send you, and it's lovely. It's in a little frame, and it says, congratulations, Mr. Duncan, well done. You've got, yes, well done. But no, haven't. And soon, when I eventually reach 1 million subscribers, I will get a gold button. A gold one.
Helen is going because she's saying goodbye because her husband is waiting for coffee and cake.
Well, yes, I should think so.
By the way, Luca, my friend in Italy is called Juicy.
Sorry?
Juicy, which is short for Giuseppini,
Giuseppini.
I think, which is very similar to Giuseppe,
Oh, I see.
which is a male name, isn't it? A name for a man in Italy is Giuseppe,
So Juicy is like a nickname.
a nickname.
Okay, then so they shorten the name to Juicy.
So I think her full name is Giuseppina,
Giuseppina.
like Giuseppe, but Giuseppina. I
So-
think. Am I correct, Luca?
So it's the female version.
I think it is the female version of Giuseppe. I think.
I think it's quite a common name as well, Giuseppe.
Well, I had a friend whose parents were Italian, and his name was
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, thank you.
The
You see,
name
my brain is going already.
the name we said 20 seconds ago. Yeah.
Yes.
So they something that you make us something soon. Shall we play the sentence game before we go?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a few coming through, but we are. No, I can't see any. Oh yes, I can see a couple of correct answers. I can see a couple of correct answers.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
Luca's very quick.
Yes. Luca. Also, we have Aveno
Yes.
Cudini. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good.
Bye, Helen.
Bye, Helena. See you later. Don't forget, I am here tomorrow. What? What am I doing to myself? You know, one day I'm going to drop dead doing this. I will just die, and on my death certificate, it will say cause of death, YouTube. That will be the official cause when I drop dead from doing this too many times, tiring myself out. Yes, I am here tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. Not this though. It will be different. It will be one of my extra English live streams. Don't forget, everything I do on Sunday, Wednesday and Friday from 2 p.m. UK time. So that is when I'm normally on. However, during this month, I'm doing some extra live streams. Extra. Can you believe it? I'm doing extra live streams.
I love Maria's full name, Maria Giovanna La Rosa. It's such a lovely name.
And also, I like the way you roll your R's.
I can occasionally roll my R's.
Occasionally. It's 4 o'clock.
Right then.
So here's the answer.
Here's the answer. We've got to be quick.
The answer is the sentence game, the final one today. They something that you make a something soon. 6 and 8. Mr. Cockerell, for the final time, do your thing. Have you enjoyed the cock being very close to you?
It's getting boring, Mr. Duncan.
Is it? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Well, that was honest. Maybe too honest. So here is the answer to the question, or should I say the sentence game. We have 2, and the answers are... Bing!
Yes.
Demand, decision. They demand that you make a decision soon. So if you demand something, it means you want it now. You are asking, maybe in a strong or maybe angry way. You demand something. You want it. I demand my silver play button.
Marcia has said desire.
Oh, okay.
Zuzika, sorry, as well, has said desire and decision.
Yes, they desire. That's good.
Desire would fit. Well done.
But desire is a little softer and more gentle.
But it would fit.
Yes. So desire is, yes, you want it, but you're not in a hurry. You desire something. But demand is you're thumping the table with your fist. Boo, 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 boo.
But you didn't state that it had to be a, very forceful word.
Oh, no.
So
it doesn't. That's right,
desire
yes.
would fit.
It just happens that that's what it is. Decision
Hiroko said that as well.
Decision is just the thing that you decide on. So maybe the conclusion, or maybe the thing that you decide on, maybe a choice that you have. You make a decision. You come to a decision. And that's it. Steve.
We're done.
We're done. We're done. We are out of here.
Finito.
Yes. It is time to say goodbye. You almost seem relieved. Are you relieved?
No. Well, my calves are aching.
Poor Mr. Steve's calves.
Because I'm standing at a weird angle.
You are. Although that's nothing new.
So we're off for our tea and tea cakes.
Yes, tea cakes. They are delicious. If you've never tried a tea cake, I suggest you get on a plane right now, go to the airport, drive to the airport, get on a plane, come here, and you can have a delicious tea cake. Absolutely lovely. But don't forget also you have to wear your mask as well. You have to wear your mask.
I'm going to say arrivederci,
Oh, okay, very
au
nice.
revoir.
Oh, yes.
That's the only two I know.
Sayonara.
Goodbye. Yes, sayonara. Does that mean go to sleep? I'm not sure. But lovely to see you all, and see you all, hopefully, next Sunday.
That's very nice, Mr. Steve.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Steve is going. Look at that. Wasn't that slick? Did you notice the way we did that? I moved across as Mr. Steve went away. Very slick and professional. Really is. So don't forget, I'm back tomorrow. I hope you've had a good day. Jade says it's fantastic. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream, live from the garden. Some people say, is it real? Is that real behind you? Yes, it is. I will prove it. I will go over to the apple tree and I will try to get an apple from the tree. Okay, I will do it now. Now, I'm going to do it now, okay? I'm going over to the apple tree. All right, you see? Come on. There you see, it is live. There is a live apple on my live stream. I will do my impression now. Oh, 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 what a pain. Oh, ow, ow, oh, my head. Oh, ah, ow, oh, mummy, mama. Ma, mummy, ma, mama, ow. Catch you tomorrow. I am with you tomorrow. I am a little bit tired. Bye to all my friends. See you later, Lewis. I am with you tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English, saying thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me here today. And I will see you tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time with my extra English live stream. See you later, alligator. See you in a while, crocodile. And of course, until the next time we meet, whenever it may be, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. There's a spider on my finger. Look, the spider. Hello, Mr. Spider. Say hello to my viewers. Can you see the spider? There is a spider on my finger. Hello, Mr. Spider. Hello. Hello. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everybody. From Mr. Spider. Bye. And of course, until the next time we meet here on YouTube, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.